This is More Minds, wide awake in the present, feeling good, sunbathing, chilling on the balcony. What are you doing with your free time? I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to grow as much as I can, learn as much as I can, and fail as much as I can. Because failure is the process of how we learn. And even though sometimes it sucks and sometimes it's uncomfortable, that's what it's all about. That's the process. And I'm still going, chilling up here on the balcony. I'm stuck on the chair right now. There's nowhere else I would rather be than right here, right now with you guys. No, just with you. I want to share that life is so much shorter than we think it is. And everybody says, live in the now, be present. Wait a minute, I say that. Wide awake in the present. Why do I say that? Well, it's all about realizing that most people are asleep. Most people are on autopilot. They watch the same TV show. They listen to the same music. They do the same things every day. They talk to the same people. They listen to the same radio. And they think the same thoughts every day. So what you want to do to create a change in your life for the better is to change one of those things right now. Better yet, change all of it right now. Because you're going to be on autopilot, and maybe you are right now, thinking the same thoughts every day, thinking the same ideas every day, wondering why nothing's changing. That's been me for a long time, until I said, this stops now. Not tomorrow, not later. That stops now. Getting up and doing something about it. Turning off the radio. Changing the channel. Turning off the channel. Listening to a new song or new music. Not listening to anything at all. Talking to different people. Starting conversations with new people. Meeting new people. Letting go of old beliefs and feeling the fear as much as you can, because nothing lasts forever. We all know this. Everything is temporary. We all know this, but the mind gets stuck in these routines and these thoughts, and that's what I'm calling autopilot. Is these same thoughts and these same beliefs, these negative thoughts and negative beliefs that we are having on a day-to-day basis, until you question them really hard and seriously, they won't go away. And here's the kicker, not just questioning them, but taking action on them. You know, let's say you're afraid to talk to somebody you've never talked to before. Well, you're going to have to not only question it, why am I afraid? Who is afraid? And if you say, well, I'm afraid, me, the ego. Your ego's afraid of what? Talking to this person or doing this thing. And what's the worst that could actually happen? Nothing, right? So, and then taking action on it and doing that thing and seeing what happens. Not being attached to the results, not being in control, because we aren't in control anyway. But, you know, doing that thing that's challenging, uncomfortable, scary, or even doing that thing you hate is going to bring you closer to the truth and help you to grow, help you to overcome it. And difficult things sometimes don't get easier. We just get more comfortable doing them. We just get better at doing them. And once again, I always laugh because this channel is called More Minds, but what I'm trying to remind myself every day is thinking less. You know, it's all about connecting with more minds, with other minds in the world, and not believing everything that happens in your mind. So it's counterintuitive, to say the least. I've experienced this, and I'm sure you have as well, when you're trying super hard to not think about something, or not think about something. It makes it harder to not think about it. But if you let go, then it's easy. So the same thing happens with something that we really want. Like, it took me years to learn this. If you really want something, the best thing to do is not want it. And it doesn't make sense, like, because it might be an important job interview, an important job opportunity, and you go into the interview and you really want this job, like your life depends on it. Well, you probably won't get it then, because all those people are in there watching you. And even if you are calm and composed and you don't show it, if you really, really, really want that job so bad, that energy is going to come off, whether you like it or not. And for some reason, the universe doesn't work that way. If you really want something super bad, it's going to run away from you. It's going to gravitate away from you. Instead, when you stop caring and just be present, now it has a much better chance to stay with you and be with you. And that's the most important. That's what we're all looking for, is for great things to stay in our lives, not just to come for a moment and leave. Not just for things to come, be great for 1 moment or 1 hour or 1 day or 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, and then pass us by, right? We want great things to stay, great people, great material, and, you know, great objects. We all want a great car. We all want a great body. We all want a great person in our life, a great lover, a great partner, a great husband or wife, a great family, a great friends, and a great job, and a great lifestyle. You get where I'm going. So being present and letting and not caring actually makes those things, it creates a space for those things, for those great things to stay in your life. And this is something I learned when I would go into job interviews and try super hard, and I wouldn't get the job, even though everybody would tell me to my face, that was the best interview we've ever done. You did amazing. You're great. We'll call you. And then they never call. And after, you're like, what did I do wrong? What happened? Why would they lie to me? And the sad truth is, for whatever reason, some people don't work that way. When they sense that you really want something, it pushes them away. And I had to learn this, and when I stopped caring, I started getting those job opportunities. I started getting the calls. I started getting hired just because I didn't care what the outcome was. And for me, the best way to think about it was like this. If you go into a job interview, and this applies for relationships as well, if you meet somebody, let's say you're walking into an interview and you meet you meet the talent acquisition, as they like to say now. as the hiring team, the hiring panel. And these people haven't given you anything, right? Yes, they're giving you a chance to speak, but that's nothing anyways. They're actually barely giving you any time to speak, which is disrespectful in its own way, right? So once you realize that, you're like, wait a minute, they're not giving me anything. Second of all, they're not giving you anything. They're not promising you anything. And they've already made it clear they're not giving you anything today. So why would you go into an interview with somebody with a big old smile and all this positive energy if they haven't given you shit? That's what I used to do. I used to go into every interview with a big smile, with positive energy, with charisma, and it wasn't working out. Why? Because they haven't given me anything, so why am I giving them something? That's not how it works. As the employer, they are the provider. They are looking for someone who's gonna execute, who's gonna do the job, and nothing more, nothing less. They're not looking for a best friend. They're not looking for a funny comedian. Do you see where this is going? So it's like, it doesn't make sense to go in there all happy if they haven't given you anything. No, don't be happy when you get the job. That's what makes a difference. That's when they actually are giving you something. That's when you can be happy. So don't go in to an interview, into a relationship, into a business, into anything, even friends, family. Don't go into it already happy if it's not helping you in any way. And that's what I've learned, and I wish I knew earlier, is that I was already too happy and content with nothing. I was settling for nothing. Instead, you have to be balanced. You have to be like this, absolutely balanced, expecting nothing, wanting nothing, and neutral. And once you find your balance, that's when you're present, and that's when you allow great things to come into your life and stay. But when you're already trying to be this happy, positive person, it just comes off in a certain way that tends to push great people and great opportunities and great jobs away, right? Because they haven't given you anything. So why are you being like that? And it's such a great paradox, is that, like, if you go into the interview serious and focused, not positive and happy, you have a better chance of getting the job. If you go into a relationship serious and balanced, you have a better chance, if it's meant to be, of getting somewhere. And we have to be honest with ourselves. Why are we trying to be positive and trying to be happy to these people who have never given us anything, who have not helped us in any way, and who are not helping us in the present moment? Just like, why would we care what strangers think or do? They haven't given you anything. They haven't helped you in any way. You shouldn't care. You shouldn't try to impress them. You should just be yourself and be real. And that's counterintuitively what helps you the most, is letting go and just being real and just being you and just being true and just being honest. People pick up on that. The fact that you can be in a room and be quiet without getting uncomfortable. That shows more character than always feeling like you have to be keeping the conversation going, always feeling like you have to be talking, always feeling like you need to be in control or be happy, always feeling like things have to be funny or positive. No. For jobs, they're looking for someone serious, calm, professional most of the time. And by going into the interview with no hopes, no desires, balanced, not happy, not sad, not excited, not mad, this is actually giving you the best chance to be yourself, be real, and be present as much as you can. And that's something I wish I knew years ago. With work, with jobs, with relationships, everything that you try super hard to get moves away from you. Even when it comes to learning new things. If you want it super bad, you're pushing it away from you. Instead, relax and allow things to happen. Don't force it to happen. You can't force love. And that makes a lot of sense, but it also applies to jobs, to friendships, to opportunities. They can't be forced. They are coming and going in our lives. If we force it, then it's not really how it's supposed to be. Like, you can't force a tree to grow any faster, can you? You can't force the sun to go down or for the sun to come up. It's all happening in its own time. It's all happening as it should be. And we have to just let go and let God. Let God bring people into our lives. And if they're meant to stay, they will. You don't have to try to be anybody. You don't have to change yourself or force anything. Just by trying to evolve within and be the best person you can be, everything will come naturally. And it'll all flow. And life is beautiful. I'm so grateful that I'm up here sharing with you. If you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. This is More Minds, Wide Awake in the Present, sending you guys all the love. My fellow minds, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.